latest look at your first alert weather forecast.
Yeah, we're looking at some quiet weather here. The one thing we talked about last couple days is the cold air that is visiting us, and we're still seeing the lake effect, although it's not nearly as heavy in our area as it is north. I got a friend that lives up in north of Syracuse, and that band that's moving through just north of Syracuse between Watertown there, incredibly heavy snow and horrible road conditions. So we're watching this band coming off the east end of Lake Erie. That could possibly stretch its way over into our area this evening and maybe bring us a little bit of accumulation. But outside, yeah, there's some light snow coming into Tompkins, Tioga, Chemung, and Bradford County as well. Moving east, we're not looking at any sort of significant impact, but maybe a little bit of minor accumulation should that band set up. We've got temperatures in the 20s, even some upper teens. 19 in Harpersville, 25 in Sherburne, 21 in Plymouth, 25 in Vestal and Owego, also coming in at 20 this hour in Delhi and Stamford. So your weather headlines, much quieter this evening compared to where we were at yesterday. You know, we were looking at some gusts, in excess of 40 miles an hour at times yesterday. A chilly day on the way for tomorrow, but then temperatures start to increase. We'll see some light snow developing. And then, next week, temperatures kind of all over the place. But as far as the future track here, this evening, clouds, you'll see that little bit of light lake effect snow coming in, possibly from, making it this far east, maybe to Delaware County, right near the New York-Pennsylvania border. If this sits in place for an hour or two, might get an inch or two of snow because, again, it is lake effect oriented. Into the overnight, comes to an end. A couple of flurries possible, maybe a snow shower, but a lot of clouds. Tomorrow morning, maybe some limited breaks. By the afternoon, perhaps a few flurries around, but then later in the afternoon into the evening, expecting some light snow to develop across the area. By tomorrow night, notice some darker blues showing up. Yeah, that could be maybe a trace to an inch or two of snow by later in the day. Sunday morning, quiet, and even Sunday afternoon, we're looking at fairly quiet conditions. So again, total snowfall by later tomorrow night, anywhere from, a half an inch to an inch and a half, maybe 2 inches. Rarely do I show snowfall raw. This is raw model output, essentially what we refer to it as. I don't really show it that often, but in this case, I think these numbers are very close to what we may end up seeing. So I didn't see much benefit in drawing a snowfall map per se like we did yesterday and the day before for the lake effect snow. It's a minor snow. It's not going to cause any problems, and it will, freshen things up a little bit by tomorrow night and certainly by Sunday morning. But that 7-day forecast, there it is. Yeah, maybe a trace to an inch or two later in the day tomorrow. Upper 20s, upper 30s on Sunday. Same thing on Monday. We're going to get some rain, I think. The chances of rain increasing through the day to around 80% later. 45 on Tuesday, Wednesday, same thing, mid-40s. There could be some rain or some snow. And then by Thursday and Friday of next week, looks like we're going to be cooling right down into the 20s and low 30s again.
And Howard, it looks like we could see it all this week. A little rain, a little snow, a little sun, some clouds.
Hopefully we don't see any ice. That's okay if we get a little bit of rain, some snow, but let's keep the ice out of the forecast, which, good news right now, I don't have any in there. So.
All right, well, Howard, thank you. Still out here at 5. Dan Smith.